These women are completely out of touch with reality. And you're right, ABC should wake up.
For over 2 decades, The View has been one of the most talked about and controversial daytime talk shows on television. Known for its heated political debates, diverse panel of co-hosts, and no-holds-barred discussions,
Democrats in the media are now unloading all their nasty attacks on rising Trump White House star and new press secretary, Karoline.
the show has consistently remained in the spotlight. But now, something shocking is happening behind the scenes. Something so disruptive that it has reportedly sent the show's hosts and producers into full-blown panic mode.
Democrats in the media are now unloading all their nasty attacks on rising Trump White House star and new press secretary, Karoline Leavitt.
At the center of the controversy is Karoline Leavitt, a former Republican congressional candidate and media commentator who has come forward with explosive allegations about the toxic environment behind closed doors at The View. According to Leavitt, the show is not the open, free-thinking platform it claims to be. Instead, she argues, it is carefully controlled.
Unloading all their nasty attacks on rising Trump White House star and new press secretary, Karoline Leavitt.
With producers manipulating narratives, silencing dissenting voices, and creating a hostile atmosphere for anyone who doesn't align with its political agenda. These bombshell revelations have ignited a firestorm of backlash.
Conspiracy theorists, but they have been wrong about everything they have said over the last couple of years,
Fueling debates about The View's credibility and fairness. Viewers and political analysts alike are now questioning whether the show has lost its original purpose of fostering open debate and discussion. Insiders warn that these allegations are not only damaging the show's reputation, but could also push it to the brink of collapse, especially as tensions rise among its co-hosts and ABC executives.
Probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that.
Scramble to control the fallout. Could this be the final chapter for one of television's most iconic talk shows? With ratings dropping, internal divisions worsening,
And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something.
and public trust eroding, The View may be facing a crisis it can't recover from. Let's break down exactly what's happening, why these accusations are so damning, and whether ABC can save the show before it's too late. Karoline Leavitt unmasks The View's toxic environment. Karoline Leavitt has been outspoken about her experiences with The View and its hosts. In her recent revelations, she painted a picture of a show that is anything but the open-minded forum it claims to be. According to Leavitt, the show is run by a group of insiders who actively suppress conservative viewpoints, ensuring that dissenting opinions never gain too much traction. This aligns with long-standing criticism that The View heavily leans left, often shutting down or ridiculing Republican guests rather than allowing them to engage in real discussions. Leavitt alleges that producers selectively edit conversations, cut off guests who challenge the liberal narrative, and even coach hosts on how to shut down arguments that don't align with their agenda. If true, this would mean that The View is not the open platform for discussion it claims to be, but rather a controlled environment where only one perspective is allowed to thrive. This revelation has sparked widespread outrage, particularly among conservative audiences who have long suspected the show of being biased. Social media has been flooded with calls for ABC to address these claims and bring more balance to the show. Panic behind the scenes. Hosts at war. Leavitt's accusations have reportedly sent shockwaves through The View's production team, creating major tension among its co-hosts. For years, The View has been known for its fiery on-air debates, but things are reportedly even worse behind the scenes. Sources close to the show suggest that the recent controversy has caused internal rifts among the hosts, with some demanding changes while others insist that the show is fine the way it is. One recent example of the growing tensions was a heated exchange between Whoopi Goldberg and Ana Navarro over concerns about political bias. Navarro argued that conservatives should be worried about former President Donald Trump's influence, while Goldberg fired back, saying, "We need to focus on real issues." This on-air spat was just a glimpse into the larger turmoil brewing behind the scenes. Insiders claim that Joy Behar and Sunny Hostin have also clashed with producers over how the show is handling the backlash. Some reports suggest that Behar, a longtime co-host, is frustrated with the pressure to tone down her rhetoric in response to the controversy. With the cast increasingly divided on how to handle the growing criticism, ABC executives are said to be in damage control mode, desperate to prevent The View from spiraling even further into chaos. ABC's desperate move to introduce conservative voices. As the backlash intensifies, ABC is scrambling to repair The View's damaged reputation. One of the most significant steps the network is taking is actively searching for a conservative co-host to balance the panel. For years, The View has struggled to maintain a conservative presence on the show. Former right-leaning hosts like Meghan McCain and Elizabeth Hasselbeck often clashed with their liberal counterparts, leading to fiery debates but also significant internal conflict. Now, ABC is reportedly working behind the scenes to introduce more pro-Trump voices to provide a more balanced discussion. However, some insiders aren't convinced this strategy will work. Bringing in a conservative voice won't fix the deeper issues behind The View, such as allegations of hostile work environments, biased editing, and a refusal to allow genuine debate. If ABC doesn't address these issues head-on, the network risks alienating even more viewers, both liberal and conservative. Studio relocation, a sign of trouble. Amid all the controversy, The View recently announced that it will be moving to a new studio after more than a decade in its current location. Co-host Sunny Hostin shared the news on air, calling it the end of an era. While the move might seem like a routine update, some insiders believe it's part of a larger shakeup at the network. With all the ongoing drama, could this relocation be a sign that ABC is preparing for major changes, or even considering canceling the show altogether? Others speculate that ABC is trying to refresh the show's image by giving it a new home and possibly rebranding its format. But whether that will be enough to recover from this latest scandal remains to be seen. Karoline Leavitt's shocking claims have ignited one of the biggest controversies in The View's history. With internal conflicts, a desperate attempt to introduce conservative voices, and a major studio move all happening at once, it's clear that something is seriously wrong behind the scenes. For years, The View has survived countless controversies,